The soon-to-be-introduced fiscal policy and tax reforms have been described as diaspora-friendly, investment-driven, and people-centric. Chairman, Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, highlighted this during a joint virtual meeting with Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, Chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, and other diaspora stakeholders in Abuja. Details soon. Plus, State of the African Diaspora, led by the Prime Minister, Dr. Leos Georges Thin, has expressed commitment to collaborate with NIDCOM in diaspora engagement, investment, and Heritage Reconnect initiative. Stick around for details. And artificial intelligence, AI, collaboration to build capacity of Nigerians, especially the youths, is on the offing as Director, International Metaverse Association, Japan, visits NIDCOM. Details in a moment. And of course, do not forget our complimentary segment of Health Tips by Association of Nigerian Physicians in the Americas, AMPA, and our diaspora of the moment. This is your favorite show, The Diaspora. I am Khadija Bamali, your uncle. Please stay. Welcome back. Let's begin with the fiscal policy and tax reforms explained by the Chairman, Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, and the Chairman, NIDCOM, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa.
We welcome you to one of our virtual meetings, this time talking with the Chairman, Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee. A lot of you have asked about these tax reforms. It's a very important topic. You want to know what it's about. You want to know whether there'll be double taxation for the diaspora. You want to know also about tax incentives for the diaspora that are coming home to invest. We have the Diaspora Investment Summit November 11th to 13th, and I know you all want to be part of it and also know what are the incentives. Now, how do these tax laws affect you, the Nigerian, the diaspora? Is it for good? Is it positive? Is it going to affect you negatively?
Someone is interested on the impact of the new laws on gifts, grants, and honorarium. Okay, three important things. Gifts. What is a gift? As far as the tax law is concerned, there's a gift when you receive value without giving value in exchange, right? So, for example, you see, kids that cannot afford their school fees, you pay their school fees. You see somebody who is vulnerable, you send money to them. Someone is your uncle, your sister, your cousin, you send money to them for their upkeep. All those are gifts and they are not taxable. Grants are also not taxable. You send money to an NGO so that they can build a school, repair a road, take care of young girls to go to school, drug addict, whatever it is that is of interest to you, you give a grant or receive a grant, no tax on it. How about honorarium? If you receive a honorarium, it's usually because you have performed an activity. So a honorarium is a taxable income. So for example, I speak a lot, although a lot of my speaking now is pro bono. When I used to speak and collect money, so if you invite me to come and speak at your event, and then when we are done, you say take 1 million naira as honorarium, it's taxable. So when I declare my tax returns at the end of the year, I'll write that amount there and I'll pay tax on it. So generally, honorarium is liable to tax. The next question is, someone says, what is the implication for remote workers and digital income earners? So remote workers, content creators, influencers, there are people who are paid cool money every month by YouTube, by Spotify, right? What's the answer to the question? The answer is they pay their tax like anybody else. So if I'm in Nigeria and I'm earning my money from online, creating content, and then someone else is here trying to move bricks and mortar around to build houses, and they're earning income, what's the justification for the person doing physical business to pay tax and me I shouldn't pay, right? There's no justification for it. So if you earn income, whether it's online, whether it's offline, you pay tax like anybody else.
If I have spent 183 days
Or
in
more.
Nigeria
Yeah.
or more, so what if I look at the tax law and I say, okay, I want to spend like 170, then I go to another country. So how are we going to? Is there an amendment in the new tax law, or we are just leaving it like that?
No, excellent question. Thank you for asking. If you spend less than 183 days in Nigeria, we'll say you are not tax resident, will not tax you. You go to another country, you spend 150. You live there, you go to another one. So at the end of the year, you have not spent 183 in any place. Nigeria will now say, since you have not become tax resident anywhere, the number of days you spent in Nigeria, you will pay tax on those number of days regardless.
Number 14, will there be tax holiday for diasporans bringing already tax funds?
The answer is yes. It's a permanent tax holiday. If you bring your money, whether you pay tax or not, if you bring money from abroad, there's no tax on it. So it's permanent exemption. But of course, if you now use that money to set up a business, and that business is making money, we can, you pay tax like
but
anybody else.
But can there be incentives?
Yes. So there are incentives.
There should be incentives for the diaspora who decided that, okay, I'm putting my money here for a purpose. They don't have to put it here. So those incentives we need to talk about.
Yes.
With
so
you and the FIRS.
They are even already there. Those incentives are there. What we've done is, because we don't want you to start looking for connection in Abuja to get incentives. So what we've done is we've listed them. There's a whole schedule. It's called Economic Development Incentive. There are different sectors, sub-sectors, amount of investment. If you go there now, and in the slide, the last slide that they put on the screen before, you see the link. We'll also share it with you. You can download all of the tax laws, and the way we've saved them is in a searchable PDF. So you don't have to read 400 pages. If you're just looking for incentive, just go there and type incentive in less than 1 minute.
Okay.
It will show you where incentives are.
I work abroad. It's under 17.
He works abroad.
I work abroad, and I am paid into my
his money is paid
account.
into Nigerian account. Will you
No
pay
tax.
No tax.
Yes.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that actually school and work abroad, and some of them get their payments
Into their Nigerian
account. How do you then validate their tax payments out there, and at the same time you're exempting them here? Because at the end of the day, how do I, as a Nigerian who works here and goes to school here, not feel cheated when someone else is actually earning from somewhere else and bringing the money back home?
I like that example. I like the way you clarified it. As far as Nigeria is concerned, you are not tax resident in Nigeria. Whether you pay tax on these amounts in the UK or not, it's not our business. That £1,000 is not taxable in Nigeria. But you have to explain it and show your passports that you are not in Nigeria for up to 183 days and you will not pay tax. But the risk you face is that Nigeria may report that amount to the UK government under what I told you, because UK government are also reporting to us, and we have the obligation to be true to that international treaty. So of course they usually don't report small amount like £1,000, but if it's sizable, you may find that the authorities will say, you are working here in the UK, we have not seen your return, but that money is being paid into Nigeria. Why are you not paying tax in the UK? My encouragement to you is obey the rules wherever you find yourself.
Many thanks for giving clarity to the misinformation on the tax reforms. The State of the African Diaspora visits NIDCOM for more effective diaspora engagements.
NIDCOM is very well known in the diaspora beyond Nigeria and beyond the Nigerian diaspora. And I'm not surprised that so many people wanted to know more about you, to know how they could export your good practices. And we can see that there are more and more ministries of foreign affairs and diaspora abroad, Mali abroad, Senegalese abroad, etc. And I think they are doing it probably based also on your expertise. So that's very good. And I will present the state of the African diaspora first, and then I will try to see what we could do together. So first of all, you all know, of course, the resolution that was adopted by the African Union in 2003. saying that the diaspora is the sixth region. You know that more than anybody else. And based on that, several years later, the president of the AU, President Aziz, gave me a mandate to build a structure representing the whole diaspora, which means the young diaspora, the migrants, but also the historic diaspora. So we work in health and education, mines and energy, economy, finance, space, racism, history, sciences and technology, etc., etc. Among our ministers, we've got many people from both the continent and the diaspora. Basically, our mandate, like yours, is to reinforce Africa through the diaspora and the diaspora through Africa.
We have impacted over 32 other African countries who have come to understudy our operations in NIDCOM with a view to engaging with their diaspora. Our diaspora population is larger than the population of 33 other African countries. We have over 20 million Nigerians in the diaspora. And we have a statement in NIDCOM that if you go anywhere in the world and you don't find a Nigerian there, don't stay there. It means there is no business. So here we have programs that we've designed specifically to deal with Nigerians in the diaspora. Nigerians in the diaspora bring 5 things to the table for us. They bring resources, they bring skills, they bring their talents, they bring global exposure, and also they bring and link Nigeria with their global networks. And on the average, every year, over $20 billion of diaspora home remittances comes into the Nigerian economy. This is in terms of cash, in terms of goods and services, and also in terms of skills transfer. I would like to hand over this to you.
More engagements to put the African diaspora on the front burner. Japan is known for its technological advancement. Now, Hiromi Kumuro, Director, International Metaverse Association, is here in Nigeria to upskill AI tech components.
International Metaverse Association and the collaboration and the Waseda University and the IEEE. So we are making the online, the curriculum and the AI. So we can give some Nigeria university can collaboration, can make the curriculum. And the next week we go to the Lagos University. So this is the project. As we have exchange students the program and can studying the online and the curriculum. Also we can make the summer camp. Like some of the Japanese students want to understand more the African culture. Maybe the summertime can come to 2 weeks, can join some of the Nigeria university with the Nigeria student each other can talking, can learn, can training, everything. Young generations grow up as a future. It's my future, we country's future. So can understand more the global culture and the technology is very important. This time, first I want to take this topic and come there. Second, maybe I look too much the opportunity in Nigeria. Japan have the good technology also. So what we can join each other, but we can start a topic as the discussion.
We know how to fish out talents, some young Nigerian people. And I can proudly say today that during my time, we have more than 400 young Nigerians. Some of them are very talented in terms of technical. So what we do is to connect them with some of the company in France. Then to support them both financially and then the technical know-how.
We have over 20 million Nigerians outside Nigeria doing very well. Some of them are into ICT, some of them are into technologies, some of them are into agriculture, some of them are into medicine, education, and all kinds of fields. In fact, even in Japan, we have many Nigerians in Japan. The Nigerians in diaspora have 5 things they bring to the table. 1, they have resources. 2, they have technology skills. 3, they have talents. 4, they have global exposure. The world of today is a global village. This meeting we are having here now, with a touch of the button, this young man here will spread it around the whole world almost immediately. So they have global exposure. They also have global networks that can help catalyze development in Nigeria. And Nigerians who are outside, like we always say here in NIDCOM, they are our ambassadors, because people will know Nigeria by their character, by what they do, by the dresses they wear, by the type of Nigerian food they eat. Just like you were asking me, did I try the Japanese food? Okay, Nigeria also is very rich in cuisine.
We are very glad that you're here, and I just want to point out that we have a lot of Nigerians in Japan who are also placed in the technology sector. So I believe that is going to be the lowest hanging fruit if we can collaborate between us and you through Nigerians in Japan, so that we can easily establish a more sustainable technology transfer platform and a mechanism in such a way that you can easily have access to the Nigerian economy across the country. It's a very large country. I believe Nigerians will be very much willing to engage with Japan and to obtain Japan technology to our schools.
Now to our health tip segment with AMPA Doctor.
Medicine, as you know, has been out for a while now, made more popular during COVID. But what AMPA is doing with telemedicine is a little different. Whereas we have a lot of apps that are episodic in nature, you call when you have a cold, you see someone, but you don't see the same doctor, there's no management of any chronic disease. AMPA brings to the fore a new program of continuity of care.
The diaspora of the moment is next.
Our diaspora of the moment is Professor Amadi Ogonda Ihunwo, the head of Morphological Anatomy Division at the University of Witwatersrand School of Anatomical Sciences in Johannesburg, South Africa, where he leads research on adult neurogenesis in mammalian and avian brains. He holds a PhD from Mbarara University 2004, an MSc from the University of Calabar 1992, and a BSc Honours from the University of Port Harcourt 1984. His accolades include the 2016 Faculty of Health Sciences Exceptional Service Award, 2017 and 2018 Research Dedication Awards, and the 2017 University of Port Harcourt Distinguished Alumnus Award. He serves as Secretary General and the CEO of the Society of Neuroscientists of Africa. He is a member of the International Brain Research Organization's Governing Council, a life member of the Anatomical Society of Southern Africa, a member of the Royal Society of South Africa, and a fellow of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria. Congratulations, Professor Amadi. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment.
Let's head straight to the Food Corner segment.
Thank you for joining us on today's Food Corner. I'm so excited, maybe because I love food. Today we'll be teaching you and guiding you on the steps on how to make one of our Nigerian delicacy, ewedu. Ewedu is a popular soup, mostly eaten by our Yorubas. Yoruba is a tribe in Nigeria. It is said to have some medical advantages, and also it is very nutritious and very delicious. Join us as I introduce to you some steps and the ingredient that can be used to make your wonderful ewedu at home. So the next thing we are going to start with is the steps on how to make this ewedu. We have our ewedu leaves, we have our water, We have our kawa, which is also known as our potash. We have our ijabe. Ijabe can also be known as ewedu broom. We have our seasoning to taste and our salt to taste. We have our iruworo, also known as locust beans, and we have our ogire. I hope you were all able to get down the ingredient that can be used to make our ewedu at home. So the next thing we are going to start with is the steps on how to make this ewedu at home. The first thing you need to do, you start by washing our ewedu leaves. After that, place a pot and water on the heat. Add a tablespoon of kawa, potash, and leave to boil. Pour the washed ewedu leaves and leave it to continue boiling in the water until it is soft. Once they are all soft, you can use what is called ijabe, a short broom mainly used for this purpose. After all this is done, pour back your ewedu into the pot and place it back on the heat. Add the iru, also known as locust beans. Add your salt and seasoning cube to taste. Also note that you need to be as fast as possible so the soup still maintains its green and still draws. It is that simple. I hope you enjoyed this just as I did. With these few steps and ingredient that has been mentioned here, you can easily make your ewedu at home, even those in the diaspora. Thank you so much for joining us on today's Food Corner. I am Barbara Busabisong. See you.
This has been the Diaspora for this week. Keep a date next week for another interesting episode of your favorite show, The Diaspora. I remain Khadija Bamali. Stay positive.